Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the PTP. As you guys may know, I'm KJ Phillips.
And I'm Bryson Steve.
And welcome back to the PTP. As you guys may know, it's Memorial Day weekend. On the day that we're recording this, it is Memorial Day, or I don't know if I'll upload it, but it is Memorial Day week, so we're going to give a moment of silence for all the people that served this nation and remember them. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. So first we're going to talk about Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Heat and the Celtics. Mm-hmm. The Celtics coming on top on the road at Miami in a whiteout. Man. You know, it's crazy. Jason Tatum, 26 points. All the stars were showing out. Some questionable shots down the stretch, Bryson, first by Marcus Smart. Man. Definitely some questionable shots by him.
He's got if he wants to succeed against Golden State, he's got to know his game. I heard Stephen A. talking about it at halftime. Like, you're not a jump shooter, dude. Like, you're defensive player of the year, okay, but I don't need you taking a step back three like you're James Harden. Man, I saw that way too much from dude. So it's just like one of them things, like, he just needs to stick to what he knows, sticks to his game. Like, I'll admit, his shooting has gotten better, though. Mm-hmm. Like, his shooting has definitely gotten better. Right. But like you said, Tatum, 26, led the way, got Eastern Conference Finals MVP, first ever. First time ever.
As he should. Mm-hmm. It's first time in his young career that, he finally has got over that hump.
Oh, yeah.
Over the past couple of seasons, when they got to Eastern Conference Finals, they would always lose in 7 or 6. Like, it was always a heartbreaking defeat for the Celtics. Mm-hmm. This time they finally got over the hump. But I want to talk about, the shot that everybody's been talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Butler down the stretch. Mm-hmm. Down to 15 seconds left on the clock. Got Al Horford on him in transition. Celtics defense really wasn't set up. And he decides to pull up right next to the center, next to the wing, and then shoot a 3 as Al Horford was backing up. It sounds like the Celtics were kind of giving him that shot. Yeah. But in my opinion, I think that at first, I think he should have maybe just took it into the rack. Maybe got to like a mid-range shot, which is what he's really good at.
Yeah.
But I can understand in that situation, Al Horford's backing up, you really don't want to go to overtime for Jimmy Butler. I mean, you've done all you could. You might as well just try and hit the shot.
Played 48 minutes.
Yeah, he played a whole game, didn't even sit out. The only time he sat out, he sat down at halftime. That's the only time he sat down. That's the only time he sat down. Yeah. So, and then, might as well just...
My thing is, yes, the shot was costly. Yes, they lost the game. But it wasn't because of that. All right. So any one of you fans, Heat fans, any NBA fans who think that it's Jimmy Butler's fault that they lost that game, you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. He had 35 points. He averaged dang near 40 every single game for the playoffs. Like, you cannot blame this loss on him. I don't care if it was he went out for the knockout bowl, because if he made it, Jimmy Buckets, we're gonna be cheering him on. But now we're gonna criticize. I know he's getting criticism, but to me, Jimmy Butler, he played his heart out. He needs one more weapon, honestly, in Miami. I was saying yesterday while I was watching the game, go get Dame Dollar. That's what I was saying.
So you don't think Kyle Lowry's enough?
You got to think. He played 39 minutes and had 15 points. That's not enough. You are supposed to be a superstar. And to me, he's more worried about getting the foul calls, getting contact. He's not really worried about winning. So, Bam Adebayo did his part, but they need one more. They need like a Dame or a Bam for Embiid trade. Something like that.
That's a hot take.
Something like that. It is a hot take, but something like that.
Well, who do you think? So, Bam didn't really play. He kind of played inconsistent all series. Yeah. But do you also think that if Tyler Hero was available all series, do you think this series would have been different?
May have, because, that's the score they needed, obviously. You literally had 3 players in double digits yesterday. How do you have 3 players in double digits in a playoff game?
In a game 7 also.
In a game 7.
Like, all the players
so
he be stepping
I say
up.
If Hero did play yesterday,
he did, which he had 7 minutes, 0 points.
Bro,
he had 0
7
points.
minutes, so he really didn't play.
Yeah. Well, he has been battling with the Gordon injury
he has
the last couple
so
games.
He just got some cardio in. He got some cardio in.
At least he tried to make an effort, I guess. He tried to make an effort, try to get in the game, try to do something. But
Jimmy definitely needs help. I will say that. Jimmy Butler needs help.
Definitely. If the Heat want to try and make it over the hump again and try and make it back to the finals, they definitely need, I'd say, pick up at least one more scorer.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the free agents so far. We'll probably talk about that later in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
But I think we could all agree that, Jimmy Butler left it all on the court. He was really the one player for the Heat that really stood out, that tried to put the team on his back and really carry them, try to make it back to the finals. But at the end of the day, I think the Celtics were just the better team.
Yeah.
I feel like they wanted it more the whole time, and their path. And keep in mind, their path to the finals, like to this point,
it's been tough.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, they took out Brooklyn in 4, which that surprised everybody. They took the defending champs to 7 and beat them, and then took Miami to 7, which was the 1 seed, and now they're here. So.
Yeah,
we're gonna see.
And
Golden State
and the path doesn't end there.
San Francisco
Thursday night. Thursday night, 9 p.m. on ABC.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a finals to remember. Steph Curry, Tatum. You got Wiggins, Clay, Draymond, Jordan Poole. It's gonna be interesting series, which I think we could go ahead and talk about right now. Give a little bit of a preview. I got a hot take right now. I got Warriors in 5.
In 5?
Simple. Warriors in 5.
So I was sadly mistaken. I will admit, Bryson was sadly mistaken about the Mavericks. I said Mavericks in 7. They didn't even get past 5. But I'm still going with my gut. Boston is going to beat them. But I wouldn't be surprised if Golden State wins, just because they obviously have learned to play together, incorporating Jordan Poole in that offense. Andrew Wiggins is playing out of his mind. So, I mean, it's just going to be who, I guess, plays better defense, because, I mean, both of these teams can score.
Yeah, they both can play defense, too. Keep in mind, they're like one of the top 5 defensive teams in NBA. Both of them are.
Yep.
So it's going to be a really fun and interesting series. I think it all just comes down to Tatum supporting cast. If his supporting cast, if Jaylen Brown could show up, if Marcus Smart could actually play his role instead of selling the game and try to play hero ball when they're down.
Facts.
And then if, Grant Williams, Al Horford, if they can, stay consistent and give their production that they can, I think that easily that the Celtics could easily take the Warriors to 7 games, maybe even win the series. So, I mean, Bryson, you got anything else to say on that before we head to the next topic?
Thursday night,
it all goes down. ABC. It's all going down. All right, y'all. So now on to the next topic. We're going to look at and preview our most exciting and probably the games we're looking forward to for the next college football season upcoming. So I'm going to start off first. So first I'm going to go with USC and Utah, sticking with the in the conference inside the Pac-12. I think that this game is going to be really big. Utah is the reigning. I don't know. Did they win the conference championship?
They won the Pac-12.
Yeah, so they're gonna. It's the reigning conference champions against USC, the newly formed super team out there. They got, or that they're attempting to do. So I got that as a really good game. I think that would be a really big game. And then also, I got the big game, obviously, Ohio State, Michigan. Rematch. Michigan finally got over the hump, beat Ohio State. Bryson, I'm sorry. I had to bring it up again. I know we're in a room of all Ohio State stuff right now, but
it's okay,
but I got a feeling that Ohio State's definitely going to come out with vengeance next year. Definitely, especially being at home. Home side's going to be on their favor, so it's going to be a really big game. So, Bryson, any games you want?
Yeah, one of my main out of conference games, I'm gonna start with Cincinnati and Arkansas. I feel like that's just gonna be an outright shootout. Both offenses can really score. Obviously Cincinnati lost Desmond Ritter, but I'm sure they're gonna come back with somebody that can contend and score with Arkansas. And Arkansas's offense is electrifying. You saw against Ole Miss, they dropped about 50. Against A&M, Texas, well, Texas A&M and Texas, they both dropped a lot of points in that game, so I'm looking forward to that. And when it comes to in-conference, of course, like he said, I'm talking about revenge game, the game only on Thanksgiving that matters. Ohio State and the team up north, I won't even say their names. O State, quite frankly, owes them an ass whooping. So, I mean, we hopefully, in the shoe this year, can't let that happen twice. First time they beat us in 10 years, we had to let them get one, I guess, but I didn't like how we ended the season. So, yeah, and then another game I'd like to highlight, and I think, honestly, though, it's Georgia and Oregon, but, Oregon's always iffy, so we're going to see. But Georgia and Oregon should be a game we all need to keep our eye on at least, because, Oregon's offense, Georgia's defense, you always want to see a good offense and defense collide, so... Yeah, I would say that game too.
Yeah, and also staying in conference, I forgot to highlight this one.
Yeah.
The story that's been brewing the past couple of weeks. Bama A&L. That's definitely going to be a big game.
Mm-hmm.
All the trash talk between Jimbo Fisher, Nick Saban.
Man, that is a game to watch. That is a very big game to watch. So.
Yeah, and Tuscaloosa too. So it's gonna be in T-Town.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be really hype. There's gonna be a lot of hostile.
Emotions. They're already SEC West rivals. So that just added a whole mix from what happened a week ago. How do you feel about that situation?
I mean, as a coach, I can understand it, especially since you brought in these players, you done all the time to recruit them, and then just for another coach just to come in and then just really just recruit your player from you. It's kind of like a stab in the back, not only from the player but also from the coach.
I also feel like it's really hypocritical because
Yeah.
Nick Saban knows good and well he has played players before. I mean, all the top teams do, from Clemson to us to Bama to Oklahoma to Texas. I mean, they have so much revenue. Of course, they're gonna pay their players to come. Like, if Nick Saban's gonna call somebody out on that, he is the biggest hypocrite in all of college football. He knows good and well. Like, y'all think Tua and them just magically got there? I mean, yes, Bama's a prestigious university and football school, but you think that all of them just commit just to commit because it's Alabama, or do you think that he shows them money signs? Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. There's a reason why some players pick some schools over some schools just because of their financial situation. Like, you can get $1 million, especially with NILs now.
Yeah.
You can get $1 million. Shoot, I mean, you can go to the league, but once you get that NIL deal, you don't really need anything else. So, yeah, I would say Nick Saban's a hypocrite.
Yeah, it also just kind of goes back to I think it's more than just the tradition that they just offer them. Obviously people see the big schools, you can be this player, you can be that player. I promise you, if we come here, you're going to be a champion and all that stuff. I mean, I think it's just also more than they have to offer something else on the table.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely has to be some, I think it kind of exists everywhere. Something's always done under the table. It's not, I'd say.
Yeah, there's never been just a clean deal for these big players. And if y'all believe that, you're crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
That's why I think a good situation to kind of put that on is Jordan Travis, or not Travis,
Addison.
Or no, not that. He was the number 1 recruit. He's at Jackson State now.
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. Yeah, he was originally committed to Florida State, and then
he just flipped
to Jackson State.
And I know Deion. I love Deion.
Yeah, prime time.
Yeah, I know.
I love prime time.
I know Deion's been saying, I didn't pay him. You're lying. You're lying. I mean, I'm all for it though. Getting the HBCUs back on the map.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You didn't pay him. You're crazy. You know you did. First of all, you're a former NFL player. You're a Hall of Famer. You didn't cut him some of that Hall of Fame check.
Yeah, and he decommitted from Florida State. What he was committed for a couple of years.
Yeah, and it was just out of the blue.
And then it was out of the blue that he just wanted to flip to Jackson State.
Now it's also appealing though that Deion's he can relate to Travis Hunter being but I just say Deion knows good and well he paid him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he's really flipped that program around, which makes you think also, because I know I'm kind of kind of drifting off a little bit from our topic, but what do you think about? Do you think Deion Sanders could potentially get a better job somewhere else if he gets offered it?
Yeah, but I think he will wait till his son left. Like, so if he got offered it now, I think he will wait for his son to go to the league before he capitalized on that. Because he did go to Florida State. So, hey, Seminoles.
Seminole fans.
I know it's been rough. It's been rough
since Jameis left. It's been rough since Jameis left.
I mean, y'all are mediocre. Y'all are straight mediocre.
Hey, never forget. What was it, 62-28?
Man,
yeah.
Lamar sent y'all's program in a spiral.
It was
ever since Dalvin left. I mean, Dalvin was there during Lamar, but ever since like that game, y'all just haven't been the same, the same powerhouse. So I mean, that would be a good thought for them. Bring on a former player, and it's not just any former player. It's Deion Sanders,
and he could still stay at home, still in Florida State. It's just everything about that job just kind of makes sense. But then again, it's kind of hard to see also with his son playing. I don't know if he could leave Jackson State after how he's built it up.
No, I don't. I feel like he's definitely, if he does leave, it'll be after his son leaves. And there's Deion Sanders Jr. There still. Shiloh Sanders, there's more Sanders on that team, so we're gonna see.
Yeah, but it's glad to see that Deion's finally getting a chance to get back into football. I think everybody's wanted to see that. Yeah, because he's one of the best players in the game, always has been, and so. All right, y'all. So today we're gonna round out our discussion with NFL MVPs and Rookie of the Years. So first we're going to start off with the MVP race. So, the odds just came out, and top three are Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady. I think we could all expect that those three would be up there. Also, Aaron Rodgers. Can't forget about Aaron Rodgers. So, Bryson, you got who's your early prediction for MVP?
Honestly, I got two.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the favorite, Josh Allen. And actually, he's much lower in the list, but I cannot deny Lamar. I think Lamar's going to end up playing out of his mind again. He's going to have to. He lost his receivers, but, with Hollywood and stuff. Yeah. But, I mean, with J.K. Dobbins coming back, they're going to open up the run game. It's going to be able to open it up stat-wise on the field. On the ground. So I feel like that's going to happen. But then Josh Allen, I mean, what can I say? He's amazing.
Especially after the season he had last year.
Yeah, I feel like Josh Allen's going to win MVP. Especially if the Bills go to the Super Bowl. For sure.
Yeah, which I think they definitely could. They almost should, pretty much. I mean,
yeah. Kind
of got a stacked team. But so I got Josh Allen, obviously. I think that's kind of obvious. But also, I gotta be biased. We don't really show that much bias on this channel. But you know who I gotta go with my QB. Derek Carr. We gotta go with Derek Carr. I mean, just trying to give y'all the rundown. Basically, 2 words. Devontae Adams. You know who he helped win a couple MVPs for, and the AR-12, and then obviously just to improve the weaponry that he already has with Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow. Hunter Renfrow really came up big last year. I think he's gonna do it again this year, especially with him and Darren Waller about to get paid. They're in talks with Darren Waller right now to get him paid too, also. So I think that just to keep them two happy, and then also keep his weapons that he has along to add with Devontae Adams, that'd be a really good weaponry that will really help him really get up those numbers. Because keep in mind, he was top 10 in passing yards last year.
Yeah,
he was in top 5 also. So he's just gonna add Devontae Adams to that, and then also he's also got Josh Jacobs in the backfield. He's definitely got a better wide receiver core compared to last year, because last year was kind of just thrown around. And this year he's kind of got that set 3 that he's already gonna have out wide, and then he's also got Jacobs in the backfield. He's also got Kenyon Drake in the backfield also, which is a good running back. And then, he's just got all the weapons around him. It just all comes down to the offensive line, as always.
It's actually insane.
So
There's 3 MVP candidates in that division alone. With Herbert, Mahomes,
AFC
and Carr.
West. Yeah,
that's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, keep in mind, Herbert and Wilson are also on this list too, and they're above Derek Carr. So it's like, Herbert. I believe Herbert's already shown what he could do just based off like last year alone.
So Carr is beneath Wilson.
Yeah. So
you got 4 MVP candidates on 4 teams in the division. What the
Hey, the AFC West is a stacked division.
Stacked. That's crazy.
But also, I'm gonna go with another hot take one. Shout out to my mans. You already know who I'm about to say. Gerard, you know what time it is, man. I got Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson from the Browns. I think everyone's expecting a big year out of him with the Browns.
But, like, not MVP year.
Not MVP year. But I think, though,
he'll be a good addition, but not MVP.
Yeah, but, like, I think the question surrounding him is, do you think he's going to live up, like, to what he used to be with the Texans?
He hasn't played in a long time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But at the Texans, he didn't have that many weapons.
Exactly, and he was still like delivering for the Texans. He had him on his back
because he still got Landry. He's gonna have Landry.
He's gonna have Landry back. Not having OBJ, obviously. Yeah. But I think if he does good this year, and then the Browns commit to getting a receiver next year, Super Bowl contenders easily. I think so because they still got their defense. They still got Myles Garrett always, and then they got Denzel Ward. So, they're always going to compete. But Deshaun Watson, I'm expecting a really big year out of him. So now we're going to transition to our first, the offensive rookie of the years.
Yep.
So, on the top 3, on Vegas has Kenny Pickett, Drake London, and Treylon Burks. They have those each in the top 3, trying to go for offensive rookie of the year. So
now it's time for Bryson. So I'm going to be honest with you. The offensive rookie of the year is going to be one of 2 players. And they're both from the Ohio State University. Back-to-back picks, 10 and 11. One to the Saints, one to the Jets. Either CO2, a.k.a. Chris Olave, or Garrett Hands Wilson. One of them's going to win it. I just feel like, with Jameis Winston for Chris Olave, we know his interception to touchdown ratio. But don't forget, Jameis Winston can actually throw the ball. Zach Wilson kind of concerns me for Garrett Wilson, so I guess I'll say Chris Olave. Then my defensive rookie of the year, Kayvon Thibodeau. I forgot his name.
He couldn't pronounce it.
I couldn't pronounce it, but Kayvon Thibodeau. I feel like, he was hurt in college, but, the Giants, they've actually mounted kind of a good defense.
And they had a really good draft. Both New York teams really had a good draft.
Yeah, so I feel like Kayvon Thibodeau's going to really blossom in that front 7, coming off the edge. So, what about you, KJ?
I'd say with me, first, I'm going to go with, I'll probably take J-Mo. I think that that young core that the Lions have, Jameis Williams, will definitely be definitely a big addition to that, along with Aiden Hutchinson. I think that them 2 alone could really turn that franchise around if the Lions protect them and keep them, and also provide them with more weapons coming on in later drafts. Maybe in the offseason, maybe they could work a big trade.
Yeah, so I say, instead of 2 wins, they'll get 3.
Oh man, that was wrong. But I'd say I'm also go with another offensive rookie. I think I got James Cook. That's kind of a sleeper one, but I think he could really take a Singletary's spot in that offense and really give that run game that the Bills desperately need to make them kind of a juggernaut that they already are. Not that they already are one, but I think that if James Cook, if he could take over that RB1 spot and then take some pressure off of Josh Allen, I think that could really be a big key addition and kind of a steal.
Yeah, it'll add dimension to their offense because you're going to be able to incorporate the RPO a little more. Because, Singletary, he's a good running back, but I feel like James Cook, he develops into, possibly what his brother is, you gotta watch for that. Nah, actually, there's no way. Yeah. But he'll be like, if he's somewhat what Dalvin Cook is, you know, that RPO game could be dangerous. But what else were you gonna say about the defense?
I was also gonna say just about the defense. I say I'll probably go with Aiden Hutchinson, to be honest. I think for defense for QB. I know you don't like that, but I also think Kyle Hamilton. Actually, I got Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton. I think he's one of the rising safeties in this league. He's obviously one of the best. He hasn't even played a game
yet. That's a good pick.
I think, in my opinion, I'm predicting him to have a really big year. I might be showing a little bit of bias, the Notre Dame ACC thing, but at the same time, watching him play last year, obviously, you saw the talent in him just off that Florida State interception, running from the far hash to the far sideline and making that pick was just spectacular. That's really unbelievable. You need to have some really good track speed to have that to get that interception.
Get away from the cops.
But I think I got him. And then those are really two of my picks. I think Nakobe Dean also. Dean.
That's a good pick.
Nakobe Dean.
He went to the Jags?
No, he went to the Eagles.
Eagles. I knew it was green.
Yeah. Eagles. All green teams in his team. But I think Nakobe Dean, because just how far he fell in the draft, that definitely should be hunger in him. Also, since he was, in my opinion, him and Jordan Travis were the best deep players on his team on that Georgia run to the national championship. I think that him falling so deep in the draft, especially the Eagles, they desperately needed kind of some defensive powerhouses back there. I think Nakobe Dean is a really good sound offensive linebacker. Defensive linebacker that could really just take control of that defense and wreak some havoc. So I think those are my two. So Bryson, you got anything else to say? All right.
No, you were talking about with the New York draft teams. New York teams having a good draft. I'm really interested for. I can't believe I'm saying this. I might watch some Jets games.
Who watches the Jets game?
They had a great draft. For real. I wouldn't say they're gonna immediately make an impact because at the end of the day they're still in the Bills division, still in the Patriots division. Even the Dolphins with Tyreek Hill getting out.
Can't forget about that.
People are gonna jump to the Jets are gonna do something. Y'all gotta slow your roll. That's a good. I say 7-10.
7-10.
7-10 or 6-11.
I think so? I probably got a little bit less just because I looked at their schedule. Their schedule's kind of hard.
Oh man,
yeah, it is.
Well, guys, hard. I hate to spoil
it, but then again, the AFC is the AFC, so you can't really blame them for having a hard schedule. But you never know. Maybe they could have a Cinderella year. You never know. The NFL's kind of become too kind of unpredictable now.
Yeah, I think the Jets though are the most exciting team off of at least draft night to watch. But yeah, Zach Wilson's got to come up his own though, because obviously he can't give it to his weapon. You can't get it to your weapons without your quarterbacks producing. So
yeah, I think Zach Wilson's kind of just been a question mark for the Jets for a long time. But he also has shown flashes, so I will give him that. He's kind of trying to work his way up. Trying to get better. But I think with the weapons that they drafted for him, I think that it's gonna add more to his inventory, that he could really make some more plays, not only having to rely on his feet so much. So I think that he can actually look up and look downfield and have weapons that he can depend on and throw it to. And then also trust in his defense also. So he just have to make hero ball plays and trying to keep his team in the game, not having to say, my defense going to sell, which they probably are going to be anyway, but let's be honest. But it's the Jets, so it's not going to happen overnight. But I'm more excited for the Giants, though, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think the Giants definitely, because Daniel Jones, obviously. Daniel Jones. But I think the defense. Their
defense will be nice.
Their defense will definitely be nice. Not that it already was last year. Last year's Giants defense was a slept-on defense.
It was slept on just because they were so bad.
Yeah. But I think the Giants defense is definitely going to be one of the best. Definitely. Early fantasy pick right there. Giants defense on defense.
Giant, you got that?
Yeah, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What rookie would you draft on offense in fantasy?
I think, to be honest, whoever, obviously, you know who's going to get the ball for. I got Drake London.
Drake London.
I think that's him and Kyle Pitts are going to be obviously the go-to weapons on that Falcon offense. So I think I got, especially with Marcus Mariota throwing it, I think that he'll look for those two and Treylon. I think Treylon will have a big impact on him.
Yeah, I feel like the receivers, just that, I know I say Gary Wilson Olave, but the receivers as a whole, like if you get J-Mo, Treylon, Olave, Wilson, any of them, you should get some production out of them, like regardless. So yeah.
Well, I also would say I'd say Breece Hall or Kenneth Walker. Breece Hall is on the Jets, so you know he's obviously going to get that spot. I don't even know who the running back is. So, and then Kenneth Walker on the Seahawks. I think he's obviously going to walk in and be one of the best running backs in that depth chart. So I think I got that. And then also Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams is J-Mo's definitely going to provide the Lions with a deep threat.
He's just on the crying Lions.
Yeah.
Y'all suck.
Hey, all my Lions fans, stay up, man. Stay up.
I know it's been tough.
I see the future. Come on, I'm seeing the future. I'm a Raiders fan. I know about seeing the future.
I'm telling you, I'm a Vikings fan, so like, you know, we've been in rebuild so many times and think we're gonna win some, and it just doesn't happen. But like I said last time, Green Bay swept. I'm saying it the whole time.
You're saying it the whole time.
Green Bay's getting swept.
Wow.
I made a bet in my barbershop that Green Bay was going to get swept. I'm dead serious.
Already.
50 each time.
Already.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Green Bay's going to get swept.
Hey, Packers fans.
Week 1. Week 1. We're going to, week 1. In the bank.
All right. All right, y'all. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. So, Bryce, you got anything to say? Anything else?
Thanks for tuning in on this Memorial Day. Remember, honor the fallen.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people that died for this country. Obviously, you know, we're gonna keep going on with this. Sorry, this episode kind of came a little bit later. You know, we had some stuff going on last week, so we're sorry that we couldn't get an episode on you last week. But we just want to get a special Memorial Day one in for y'all. Yeah. And hopefully y'all enjoy this. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, like the video, let us know in the comments. What do you guys think about the podcast? Anything we could change up? Anything you all want us to talk about? And if you listen to it on Spotify, Anchor, any of the platforms, we appreciate y'all listening to hearing our voices. I know it can be kind of annoying, especially since us laughing and stuff. You know, I know we're kind of ear raping y'all a little bit, but yeah, you know. So we appreciate y'all listening on any platform, no matter if you're obviously a friend, family member, people we just know in general, or if you're just a random listener. We appreciate y'all always.
For sure.
And always let us know. Hit us in our IG links, our bios. They should be wherever they are, on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere. So we appreciate y'all. Once again, appreciate y'all. Happy Memorial Day. Hope y'all stay safe on this Memorial Day week. And tune in next time on PTP.